On tap, Rochefort 10. Hi, I'm James Knott, and today we are exploring, in a blind taste test, a highly acclaimed classic beer from Belgium, Trappistes Rochefort 10 from the Abbey of Notre de Saint Remy in Rochefort, Belgium. Excuse all the butchered pronunciations. This is one of 7 Trappist breweries in the world, and the proceeds are used to support the monks at the Abbey and their charities. The Rochefort Brewery makes 3 different beers, Rochefort 6, 8, and 10. They all use the same recipe but vary in strength. The number is a reference to the gravity of the beer in the old Belgian system of degrees. Rochefort 10 is the strongest of these beers and comes in at 11.3% ABV. It is a quadruple and currently stands at number 17 on Beer Advocate's list of top beers in the world. Rochefort 10 is great for cellaring and is best consumed out of a goblet or chalice at 54 to 58 degrees. Let the blind taste test begin. Kevin, were you getting any aromas out of this beer?
Yeah, I was. Initially, my first smell and taste, I was thinking more of a sour ale. But as I traveled further, thinking more of a Belgian, so yeasty, getting some grape smell. Maybe there's a little bit of other fruit too, similar to like a wine,
like a musty grape.
I'd give it a musty. Again, definitely think it's probably leaning towards a dark Belgian style. Okay. Just based on the kind of the prevalence that you're getting from the smell.
Jonathan, it's your first appearance on the show.
That's right.
And it's the last night we're ever taping, so 2 milestones in one. Jonathan is a beer tuber on YouTube. We'll have to check out his channel. I'll put the link down below. He posts stuff on betterbeerauthority.com. Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome. Thank you, James.
Jonathan, describe this beer, just the flavors and aromas to our viewers.
Okay. Well, the first thing, like he was saying, I got a really kind of strong, like musty red grape type of aroma in there. Definitely got like some yeasty elements like you get from Belgian, strong ales usually. Couldn't really smell the alcohol. You can kind of feel it, a little bit of warmth as it goes down though. Has some nice like fruity esters too from like the yeast character. I felt like there was a little bit of residual sweetness too. So it's drinking good though.
Yeah, Scott, do you think this is 2 things? Is this an easy drinker? And also, how much alcohol do you think is in here?
I don't know, I'd guess 9 or 10%. I wouldn't call it easy drinking, but again, I'm not one of a fan for the over bubbly character beer, so kind of like a champagne of beers.
You think it's too carbonated for your taste?
Yeah, it's too carbonated for my taste and kind of off-putting to me a little bit. I think I've been trying to shake a little bit of the carbonation out, and it tastes better as it loses the carbonation for me, because I think the carbonation kind of takes away from the beer character. And mine looks like a herd of ducks crapped in it right now because I've got so much yeast in the bottom of it. But no, it's overall, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting beer.
Kevin, give us the rating for the herd of ducks here.
I'm at an 8. I'm enjoying it. I do like the flavors, and again, I'm getting with the carbonation. You start to get the alcohol, but it's not overpowering. So I think it's drinking smooth for me. But as personal preference, I like this style and a little more of a carbonated beer at times.
Okay, Jonathan, rating and why?
I'm with Kevin on an 8 actually. I think this is a really solid beer. I do find a little bit of alcohol is not offensive in this particular style. I think the scrubbing bubbles kind of gets your palate ready for the next sip too. So I think that the little bit of the fruitiness combined with a little bit of sweetness just makes this for a really nice beer.
Okay, Scott, round it out.
I feel like this beer is confused. I feel like it's like an amalgam of something. I can't explain it, but I don't know. I give it probably a 6, I'd say. And again, the more carbonation that leaves it, the better it gets for me. But it's not my style of beer. I mean, I feel like if it was
but it's not because it's poorly crafted. You think it's just not your style?
No, I think it's probably well crafted for what it is. Just, I mean, this is a purposeful beer, I would say. But at the same time, I feel like maybe they were in between a sour and a Belgian, like he's saying. I can't explain. It's just an odd beer to me.
You know what? Those monks do not know what they're doing. I mean, this has only been brewed for hundreds of years. Go F yourself.
That's right.
This is Trappist Rochefort 10. I think it's around the number 14 highest rated beer in the world according to Beer Advocate. I chose as one of our final episodes because it is a classic Belgian Trappist ale. Kevin, what do you think? Have you had this one before?
I've had it once before, and I really liked it then. A little biased now that I see what it is. I was between an 8 and a 9. I wish I'd picked a 9 because it looked smarter.
Oh wait, what are you saying here?
Yikes!
But I also, again, I'm a big fan of Belgians. I'm surprised, though, that I was picking up a little bit of the sourness initially because I don't remember that the last time. And I don't think knowing what it was would reflect on that. So just a bit of a curiosity to me. But it's my second time having it. And I am definitely enjoying it, as you can see. I'm certainly not going to have trouble finishing it.
Right. Well, either am I. Woo! Jonathan, what are your thoughts on the beer?
I've heard a lot about this one in particular, but I've never kind of pulled the gun, and actually gone for purchasing this, and I really like it. I'm kind of surprised I don't get a little bit more of the dark fruit that I'd expect from this style of beer, but man, I'll tell you what, 11.3%, they hide that pretty well.
Yeah, do you think if you were doing this on your own channel and it wasn't blind, would it, how do you think you would have rated it?
I probably would admittedly be a little bit more biased. It'd probably be a little bit higher. I think that's what's cool about the blind taste test is you don't have the label to kind of, bias your opinion. So I think it's really enjoyable beer without knowing what it was, but with ratings, I think that's where the bias comes in with knowing what the beer is.
Scott, when I unleash like a world-class beer like this and you've given it a 6, does it make you feel like a weenie?
No, because I've had this before and I didn't like it when I had it before. So, I'm holding with it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just not my style of beer. Again, I don't like the over bubbly beers. You give me something that just is super carbonated like that without any malt character. It's just not my style of beer. I appreciate this. And again, the more and more I'm getting the carbonation out, as you can tell, mine has no carbonation left. It tastes much better.
Yeah.
So, maybe I'd give this a 7 now.
So, Jonathan, first and only appearance here on the Better Beer Authority. How was it?
I think it was awesome, drinking good beer, hanging out.
Is it like
with
what
good
you
people.
expected, like when you see it from home?
No, I think it's better because now I'm drinking beer instead of just watching on my laptop.
All right, well, thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Rochefort 10 gets a 7.3 on the BBA scale. That's what we think. Let us know what you think in the comments section. My name is James Knott, and this is your Better Beer Authority.
Better Beer Authority. Better Beer Authority.